Washington Post calls Daniel Silva a world-class practitioner of spy fiction.
And today he's here with his 18th thriller, The English Spy. Welcome to the Yellow Couch. How's it feel?
Good to be on the. It's a good couch.
It's a good couch.
Supportive, comfortable. It's wonderful. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for being here. 18th novel.
I know.
This is exciting.
I always wanted to write one. I thought if I could just write one book, and then I was able to get my first contract 18 years ago now. And then I set a goal of 4. I thought 4 would be really nice if I could just write 4 books. And now here I am at 18. So it's just.
Well, let's talk about
wonderful.
This one and what you think, you know, kind of advancing a series. And I always think, you know, authors have this one great idea and then it's like readers just can't stand to have it end. So I think authors do them a favor because they keep the series going, but then you're constantly having to reinvent and your characters have to develop and all of that.
I approach it rather like a soap opera, that, you know, just have to create your central character, a wonderful cast of characters around him. My character is an Israeli assassin and art restorer. He has a incredible cover job.
Right.
So he moves between the intelligence world and the art world. So he has a very diverse cast of characters around him. He'll have spies, and then in the next scene he'll be in an art gallery in London or something like that. And so it's allowed me to do stories that are a little different than the typical spy thriller fare, and to have characters in there that are just sort of offbeat a little bit.
What do you think people love about him as a character himself, or even maybe just spy novels? Is it that there's sort of this dichotomy of personality that we always wish we had this other alter ego?
I think that plays a key role, and it definitely did for me as a child. I mean, I fell in love with spy fiction when I was a kid, and one of the things that I like about it is the lack of rules. It's like not a cop who has to go get a search warrant. A spy doesn't need a search warrant,
right? Especially
a fictitious spy. He doesn't need to go to a judge and say, "Can I tap this telephone?" And so there are no rules out there, and the ability to set scenes in glamorous settings and move around the world at lightning speed. That's what always attracted me to the genre as a reader, and is what I like about writing the genre.
And this one opens up with the bombing of a luxury yacht.
Yes,
right?
it did.
And then it just kind of goes from there.
But what's interesting about the yacht is the passenger on board, and she is an estranged member of the British royal family. A princess who was divorced from the guy who was going to be the king one day. Sounds a little bit familiar. And the person who carried it out was a former IRA, bomber and master terrorist who the British have been looking for a long time. And they bring in my hero, Gabriel Allon, to track this guy down. And the inspiration for the book, the real inspiration, is that after the war in Northern Ireland ended, a lot of really talented terrorists went out onto the open market and sold their bomb-making expertise to some really bad people. And one of the places where they sold that expertise was in Iran, actually, and I deal with that in the book.
So you really kind of touch on some pieces of reality, some pieces of fiction,
right?
Different areas.
When I do a story, I want the reader to think that this could be happening in a sort of a slightly parallel universe. And so, for example, a couple of scenes in the novel take place against the Iran nuclear negotiations that are happening right now. So my book is set in Vienna against this backdrop, so readers reading this book will sort of feel that this is happening right now.
Timely. He's also changed a lot over the years. In fact, now he's a father. And how much do you kind of take your own experience being a father? You have twins?
I do have twins.
So how do you kind of take that experience and write him in or use that in your writings?
I think that subconsciously, consciously or subconsciously, a writer leaves little bits and pieces of himself throughout all his characters. and especially in a character that I've been writing for 15 books, there's a lot of me in him. Even I'm not sure what all I've put in there. And some of it is a sort of a secret between the character and the author, and some of it is a little more overt. And obviously I have twins, and I wanted Gabriel to share in the joy of having twins, and so I gave him twins as well.
That's great. Is it a joy?
Is it a joy? Well, the first 3 years were a blur.
Yes.
But it does get easier when you have we just have the 2 children, and when you have kids and they move through school in the same grade, everything happens in sync. It is nice to be honest with you.
Yeah, I kind of get that. Is it true you wear the same outfit every day when you write?
Yes.
It's
and
not
it
a
is
suit
not
and tie.
this.
Tell
No,
us what it is.
It is gray sweatpants, a gray T-shirt, a gray fleece because I have to keep my office really cold.
Why does that keep you awake?
Yeah, I can't stand stuffy air, so I keep it really cold. And
you also have several different locations that you
I
write,
work
and
I
your
have a couple
desk has to be exactly the same
It has to
in
be
all
exactly
spaces.
the same. It's exactly the same desk with exactly the same lamp, the same pencil holder, the computer at the same angle, the printer table. Everything is exactly the same. So when I sit down, I have a blank wall. So when I sit down, I don't really feel I'm in a different office.
Are you like that in other areas of your life?
Yes. This set, I actually have this set at home, and so
couch?
yeah. So I had to get prepared to be able to do this. I have this, yeah.
Is it true you also write most things longhand?
I write almost everything
Then
longhand.
you go to your computer.
Yeah.
Do you have any, because I heard you had some strange habits.
Yeah, well, it's just the part of the show where we make fun of the guest. 'Cause we can do this all morning long.
The legal pad you use.
I have to use the same pencil.
Yeah.
I have a specific kind of legal pad that I like to use. It's a very smooth paper, so it doesn't wear out the tip of the pencil so quickly.
And you do use a pencil.
I do use a pencil, yeah.
Do you erase or do you scribble or do you throw away?
No, I'm not one of those crusher, people rip and
That's
stuff.
what you think of with an author, like crush it, throw it.
No, I scratch it out or something like that. But I keep them now. I used to throw out, dispose of my legal pads, but now I've stashed them away because if you go through them, you can sort of piece together the book right out of those. So I end up, when I finish a novel, I have a stack about 2 or 3 feet high of all the pads, and the book is in there.
Wow.
For the most part.
We asked at the beginning of the show what people's favorite ice cream flavor is. What's your favorite?
Mint chocolate chip.
Oh, that's a
I
good
like
one.
that too.
I find it very refreshing as an after dinner, as I've always liked it. I do like strawberry ice cream as well.
Yeah.
Are you surprised how many people like vanilla ice cream?
No, vanilla is a fine flavor. Underrated flavor. Totally underrated. I don't like all the goopy fudge nuts.
No.
You can get and Oreos should not be in ice cream.
Oh, I disagree.
No.
No cookies and ice cream?
No cookies and ice cream.
But fruit's okay because you like strawberry.
Well, yeah, but nothing
Not
crazy.
chunks of it?
No, just finely blended in. And strawberry, you can actually make good strawberry ice cream at home in those old-fashioned ice cream makers. I'm dating myself.
Yeah, no, I
See,
get
you
that.
guys are too
They're
young
cool
to
again,
have.
though. They're cool again. Those balls that you can buy and you
then
just
you
make
put
it
the
out
stuff
of
in
your
there.
deck. Yep. They're pretty
good
cool
stuff.
again.
It's good
You've got a
stuff.
book
Great to meet
signing,
you.
so people can come out and meet you and learn more about all your funny quirks, right?
all the quirks, and there'll be some
I love it.
mint chocolate chip ice cream for
That's
dessert.
7
great.
o'clock tonight, Harry and Rose Sampson Family JCC. You can learn more at DanielSilvaBooks.com and get your copy of this one as well.
I like that. Is this the part of the show where you make fun of the guests?
Yeah.
That's what we do best,
Yep.
Daniel.
9:35.
We should sponsor the segment, Today's Figure of Ridicule.
Exactly.
Daniel
Brought to
Silva.
you by
Yeah.
Ice cream.
Chevy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great to meet you.
Nice
Thank
meeting
you
you
so
guys.
much. Come back anytime. We
Okay.
loved it.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.